party music. We're gonna break down Kings of Leon, Sex is on Fire, but real quick, huge shout out, huge thank you to Gibson Guitars for helping me design my ultimate dream guitar. I walked through the factory and went through every process, picked out everything I wanted in my ultimate guitar, and now I'm in love, and they helped me do it. So I just can't thank them enough. You're gonna see this guitar in a bunch of videos. If you wanna buy a guitar just like this, or any other sweet axe that Gibson Guitar is making, just check the link below. All right, the main opening riff starts with the open E string, and then I'm using my ring finger on the 16th fret of that A string. And then just slides down a whole step to the 14th fret. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be alternating between that open E and the A string the whole time for that main riff. And it starts with the open one first. And bum ba da 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 and da da. So it's not the downbeat, it's like the up right before the downbeat. So your right hand alternating. Like I said, I'll do it nice and slow. Then you're grabbing a C sharp based off the C sharp minor chord, but it's another kind of power chord kind of move. So you get your index finger to that C sharp note, which is the 9th fret, E. And then you're going to be going on the A string, same move as the other part, but it's just 12th fret to the 11th fret. And you could use your ring finger stretched or your pinky and your ring finger. So check it out. And over that, the second guitar, which is on the left side, is just doing this little offbeat kind of skank. And you kind of want to mute everything that you're not playing. And for the first part, I'm focused on the 14 of the D and the 13 of the G. It comes from that E major, but it's just those two. You cut it off, they're not ringing out. It's very chop, 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 staccato. And so that's playing over this main riff still going on, but then there's a second part that left side guitar player starts playing. And that just repeats over and over as the next little part. And if you look, it's still in that C sharp minor kind of position. And just a quick thing, C sharp minor and E major, which are really the fundamental underlying chord structure. The E major and the C sharp minor, those are the relative major, relative minor. So they're like the yin and yang. One's major, one's minor, and they always go together. So that's kind of what's happening. So that kind of little picking arpeggio part, you've got palm muting going on. That kind of sound, not, but, right? And we're going 4 to 6 on the D string. And then I'm barring this, and so that's the 4th fret G, 4th fret B. And that B string rings out. The other ones are muted. And then we just go back to the G. And then a quick little move here, which would be 7 to 6 on the D string, thus landing right at the start of the first note of the riff again. And over that is. My index finger is kind of muting the other strings I don't want. So that guitar player goes from that part to this part. Now, another thing that I noticed when I just listened to the left side, later on, that skank part, later on, you just start to hear this note with it. So it's just literally an E major triad. Just like that. Then we go to the big chorus. And the two guitar parts that are going on, the singer, he's doing this little octave part. And it's funny because like when you play it by itself, it doesn't really sound all that impressive or like the song. But when it's layered in, especially with the bass line and the other guitar player, it's perfect. So he's doing an octave thing with the E and then just up a whole step. So you've got the 7th fret A string and the 9th fret G string. That's what he's playing during that. Whoa, ho, yow, hi. Not quite. So here's how I count the lead singer's guitar part. I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. That's all that's going on there. So that's him. But then there's this sweet, sweet guitar part that's playing on the left side over that. All right, so this really cool, distinctive part starts with the 5th fret B string, but the high E is ringing out with it. And it's not Stevie Ray Vaughan. So you got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's up to the 12th fret, and that's got the open E ringing out with it too. Then we add the 11th fret on the high E to it. Then we just slide the middle finger on the B string down to the 9th fret with that open E again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So up to speed. Then, probably the moodiest, most recognizable guitar part in the song is this bend. And so we're index fingers on the 11th fret high E and ring fingers on the 14th of the B, bending up to the pitch of that 11 on the high E. And then you let it come back down natural in that nice little 2-note harmony there. Sounds really good over the song. The second one does the same bend, but then goes down to the 9th fret B with that high E ringing out over it. So the bass player, which that's a big part of what we're missing to hear the underlying tonality, because you know, basically it's all just E to C sharp minor. So it's like this sexy something. Right? So over that you have this part. And also all right, there's like some hits. Nothing really too crazy new to learn, but lead singer part, so the guitar on the right. And so that's just that same octave thing. I don't know if he's doing it intentionally, but sometimes I'm hearing some of the, I think the like B and high E ringing out there, which that totally works throughout the song. 4, 2, up. That's it. So very similar to what he was already doing, but just staccato hits. That's the 7th fret up to the 9th fret with that ring finger there. But the first time, the guitar on the left does a little like harmony kind of thing. And then into his other parts. So 6th fret D and 9th fret B. Just like the lead guitar player, but here, same rhythm. Then it's going up to 11 on the D and 14 on the B. And then he's right there and starts playing his other part again. And then the second set of hits, the guitar on the right, the lead singer, he's playing the same thing. The guitar on the left, he goes to his normal part. And that'll get you through it. All right, there is the lesson. Thank you again for watching. I hope you had a good time. Also, thank you again to Gibson Guitars for helping me design this amazing new guitar. If you want to check out what Gibson's up to, all the great stuff they got going on, check the link in the description. Also, thanks again for supporting Marty Music. We'll see you later.